guys, welcome to my channel. Let's explore the mystical realms and get ready to receive a timeless message specifically crafted for the intuitive souls of Pisces. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, thank you for tuning in. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. Keep in mind that the energy of this reading transcends time, and you've stumbled upon it exactly when the universe has intended. As we each embark upon our own unique personal journeys, remember that this message is pre-recorded, yet its resonance is attuned to the present moment. Let your intuition be your guide and trust it as you listen. For those of you who have continued to support my channel monetarily and energetically throughout the years by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and continuing to watch my videos, you are greatly appreciated. May you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Let's all join in and unlock the secret magic that the cards hold for us. All right, so let's get some energy for Pisces reading. All right, something may have been a total miss. That surely was close, but no cigar, ma'am. All right, energy for this reading for Pisces. All right, so we got the Wheel of Fortune here. That would be first, 8 and 7. It was on the bottom. So we got Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands. So wands are what? Life purpose. All right, I feel like you might be on the defensive right now, or you about to have to go on the defensive. There may be challenges ahead, but you can face them. So some slight work, maybe a little hiccup or an interruption about to happen. Something that is like instantaneous is what I want to say, but happens quickly. So this happens, this happens. Change, chance, fate, happiness, cycles, destiny, luck, karma. 10 is a completion, returning to higher levels, success, and true will. That is 18. March 18th, significant or important. March 17th, significant or important. Change and transition, movement, speed, quick, taking action on your ideas. So, something being rushed. And all I keep hearing is that rolling down a river. I don't know. Either way, but giving me the vibe of one thing happening, like something rotating, the wheel. What is that? Cycles or something continuing to roll. All right, so either way, we'll see what it means later, but we got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to just set that there and see what happens. Okay, so all right, we got the number 30. Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. But things being brought into balance. Either way, I feel like somebody may think favor is not fair. So something may have went a little differently than what maybe somebody else planned or what you planned. You may be looking at it as not fair, or they may be looking at it as not fair. But in order to sometimes bring things into balance, the universe is going to do what it has to do, not what you think is favorable for you. So I guess small increments, things being moved or turned around or being led in a direction. And I don't know why these past couple of readings have not made any sense to me. It's almost just like throwing out catchphrases and then you figure it out. So I don't know if it's just like because of so many different pathways, different journeys that are being, because it's like the cards are moving or something, and it's like it would look like stars or numbers, or it depends on who you are. So whatever it is that gets your mind computing, that's what it looks like right here, right now. So it's like, I don't know if somebody may be into computer science, or somebody may be into computers, or somebody may be into stargazing. But there's so many different things that's actually happening right now. But either way, favorable conditions, all right, for someone, you or them. So if they get the favorable, then you would be, you know, on the opposite end of that. But either way, hey. For some reason I want to go here. So like choices that have to be made and decisions. So maybe something had to play out. I feel like law, like justice, 3D version would be like you getting justice in a situation, especially when Wheel of Fortune or karma being there. So if somebody's dealing with something in court, one way to think of it, but if somebody's doing something that would be spiritual or celestial, then it would be a different way to think about it. Either way, wake up and it's your moment. So it's your time to shine. The spotlight is on you. Somebody may have made a mistake painting their roses red, covering up errors, and you can't go back to yesterday. So something that somebody may have done before, they may have fucked up something, okay? But they didn't want nobody to know. We got February 25th, February 27th, significant or important. But it's time to just wake up to reality. It is what it is, and make every moment count. So somebody may have put their foot in their mouth. You may have put your foot in your mouth. I don't know. Don't drink the poison. Don't do things that are bad for you. Use your time well. Use your time well. So whatever it is you would consider bad for you, or your peers, or how you grew up, because some people think cussing's bad for you. Some people think, look, it just depends. So don't drink the poison. Don't do things that you know are bad for you. So if you feel it in your body, heart, mind, soul that it's bad for you, then don't do it. But do what thou will, okay? Either way, somebody may be 44 years old. All right, so we got jealousy and rebellion. So somebody may be jealous of you, or you may be jealous of somebody. Envy and punishment. So law is not justice, rules that are not fair. So that would give me the punishment not fitting the crime. All right, so you may not feel like whatever they did, the results of what they got for punishment is not good enough. So, but in whose mind? That's vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So you might be a little upset that a person did you wrong, but they only got slapped on the hand, or, you know, a little tap. It wasn't what, so if it tore your life apart, then it doesn't matter. So it's almost like maybe you feeling unseen, unheard, and now there's a little rebellious energy, like if you're going to take law into your own hands. And that may have been, I don't know, somebody may have done a spell or some type of magic, because it says here the creator, the start of a situation, the catalyst, the maker, the mother, the father. So this could pertain to your mother and father, and also them treating you like a child and you wanting to rebel, because that's what that looks like. But then there's a call for help here, reaching out, need for backup, admitting your needs, which gives me like spirit realm, ancestors, and like I said, somebody casting a spell. It might not have been intentionally to hurt anybody, but it turned out all bad, okay? And regardless of what they think or you think, so because it was an accident, then they got a lesser charge. They didn't intentionally mean for you to get ran the fuck over, but it happened, so we gotta punish them, but it wasn't their intentions, okay? And you might not like that shit, all right? Either way, I feel like still that death will come, more to finite and fragile. So the end of something, you feel in that way, reasoning back and forth in your head if you're right or wrong for going after this person or for what you may have done or cast over this person. I feel like somebody wants to play victim. That's what I feel like. You or them, but take it how it resonates for you. So March 15th, March 7th, March 12th, March 9th. Somebody could be between the ages of 25 and 42. All right. February 21st. And you have mastered or completed something. So something that you were supposed to learn here this time now, you have completed that, but you're still not finished. The work is never done. You have to continue on with the journey and the cycle. So ascending, elevation. And as you know, with tens are completion, the wheel of fortune. That means something ended, one cycle ended and a new cycle just begun. All right, so what's next? What we about to do? All right, we got voodoo and blue, back off. 22, mastery. All right. Now we back to magic again. So a clear solution coming out of nowhere. We are here, breaking dawn, release your power, alchemy, magic happening, like I just said. So storm, angel, a collision of belief styles, attitudes, and energies. Well, I feel like healing of you, the choice that you have to make, or the healing of bloodlines and connections. From death comes rebirth. That's another ending and a beginning, a starting of. Lantern fairy, a clear solution, but lanterns are like lighting the way, guiding light as the world turns. So again, cycles in the wheel of fortune, because as the wheel turns. So a new cycle being started. New game, new players. All right, so another cycle begins. Now there's new faces. And I feel like elevation of magic maybe. Because I guess maybe at the smaller level you were doing this, and this. And now there's an elevation because you learned. Either way, something's being cleaned up. A mess. All right, so something was a hot mess. Either way, you could have gotten caught up in the situation or been a part of something that you had no way of even knowing how you got into it, but collateral damage. Oops, I'm sorry I fucked up your life. You get nothing going about your way. Well, say what you will. Somebody wasn't liking that, okay? It sounds like a no to them. All right, so we got 22, synchronicities. All right, and confirmation. Somebody didn't like that. After sadness, happiness, and hope return, butterflies and gloom. And I feel like somebody saying, I'm just not going to be pushed over, period, point blank. Say what you will, but this ain't that. And also, the other part of this is I'm feeling like ancestral strength is applauding the situation. So it's almost like your pushback was the lesson or something. Like, don't let somebody be a don't be a pushover this time. So you could have just allowed them to attack you, and not do anything, and you didn't do anything until you did do something. So clap, clap for you. Yeah, I guess. So finding your strength, finding your power, not being a pushover, not allowing people to just play in your face. Okay. So we have strange companions in stranger places, a build up and an elevation. It's giving me also like soul tribe, soul family vibes. So finding your connections, but also using your imagination. So you may have been very, very creative as to how you wiggled your way out of this situation. Here again is 2 kittens, so you must choose which is over here. Now you got to choose the way you want things to go. So it's like a new start, but now you got to figure out what to do. So goodbye here. Something is about to end for now, which, as you know, with tens, completions and beginnings, and you are bigger than the situation. So we got February 27th, February 28th, March 13th, and again, somebody 44 years old. 44 is 88. Somebody may have been born in 88, but also cycles that we continue to keep going on with the Wheel of Fortune being there, significant or important. All right, so let's see what else I got out here for y'all. All right, so we got cleansing body and spirit. So cleansing and clearing, I did say that because Callie was there on a cleanup mission. So things being organized. I feel like that's also about protection as well. And relaxing your mind, cleansing mind, body, and spirit. We got prayers and wishes. So manifestations also, rebirth and rejuvenation. So a restart of a situation, rebirth, that's new energy, refreshed. All right, and then we have joy and delight. I feel like that's like your inner kid, your playful self, your playful nature. So if you can see that. But 2 things pertaining to water, rebirth and rejuvenation, and cleansing body and spirit. So it's like submerging yourself in water, getting connected back with your element. All right, we got cow here, number 5. May the embrace of all that is nurturing you awaken in all that you are becoming, okay? So we got that. We got embodiment, which is the number 8. So March 5th, March 8th, February 27th. God bless me. Embodiment, the number 8. Now unsown from the flesh, a most alluring lullaby skills my pain as the skies bleed for my heart and the embodiment I am to claim. All right, whatever that means to you. Oak 27, don't just look within, dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. All right, I like that. So it's almost giving me like ancestral vibes. Your tree. All right, and we got stone circle 39. In ceremony, you conjure a devotion so deeply it reflects thy worship into yourself. Okay, and this is magic outside with your folks, your community, soul tribe energies. All right, so All right, we have the 13th. The 13th Isabel. So the number's 13, March 13th. We also have look closer. She is not lonely. So look closer. She is not lonely. And the charging of her wand. So balance, the witch's house. So all right, the witch's house, the charging of her wand, and look closely, she is not alone. So it's giving me healing vibes. The charging of her wand, relaxing and relax, relate, release at her house. And maybe somebody thought that she was by herself, but she's not, because if you look closer, you see this picture, and what you don't see is, look at her hair. By her hair, it just looks like it's feathers, but it's actually an owl, her spirit animal. All right, her familiar. So investigate a little bit closer is what that's giving me. So I'm just going to end this right here. Pisces, thank you for coming towards my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and go with God.